Hey everybody, Sean here, and I hope you're doing well. With Jesus' first miracle, did he turn water into wine or grape juice is the question. I've heard arguments for both, so today let's look at scripture to get a clearer understanding. Those who are against drinking any alcohol will say it was only grape juice because being drunk is a sin, and therefore Jesus would not encourage drinking. But drinking alcohol is not a sin. Ecclesiastes 9:7 says to drink your wine with a joyful heart. Psalms 104 tells us that God gives wine that makes glad the heart of men. Amos 9 talks about drinking wine from your own vineyard as a sign of God's blessing. Proverbs 31 says to give wine to those with heavy hearts. And we know that Timothy was told to no longer drink water, but to use a little wine for his stomach and frequent illnesses. So drinking alcohol in itself is not sinning, but the abuse of alcohol is sinful. Ephesians 5:18 tells us not to get drunk because it leads to debauchery. Isaiah 5:11 says, "Woe to them that rise up early in the morning, that they may follow strong drink and continue into the night." In my own opinion, that is what a true drunkard is, someone that lives for the pleasure of drinking as soon as they wake up. And we know that 1 Corinthians 6:10 tells us that drunkards will not enter the kingdom of heaven. So Jesus doing this miracle was not him encouraging drunkenness any more than multiplying the loaves and fish was encouraging gluttony. In John 2:3, the word for wine in Greek is oinos. This is the same word used in Ephesians 5:18, where we are told not to get drunk with wine. We also see in John 2:9-10 that when the master of the banquet tasted the water that had been turned into wine, he says, "Everyone brings out the choice wine first and then the cheaper wine after the guests have had too much to drink. But you have saved the best till now." And depending on the translation, we get had too much to drink, had a lot to drink, drunk freely, and so on. All refer to being drunk. Even the Greek explains this as being intoxicated or drunk. And the very explanation makes sense. Hosts start by serving the good wine, and when everybody's a little bit tipsy, they bring out the cheap stuff because nobody really cares at that point. It wouldn't be the same with grape juice. If we want further proof that it was wine and not grape juice, we can look at the story of the Good Samaritan in Luke 10:34, where he pours wine on the man's wounds. Once again, it's the same word oinos. This shows that there was alcohol in it to disinfect the wound. Why would he pour grape juice on it? As mentioned in the beginning, some believe it was only grape juice, while others believe it was fermented and therefore wine. I used to think that it was grape juice, but now believe through scripture that it is wine. And like with the example of the miracle of multiplying the loaves and fish, the water to wine miracle was just that. A miracle to show Jesus' power. Jesus didn't encourage overeating and gluttony any more than he would have encouraged people to drink excessively. But what do you think? Please leave your thoughts and comments below, and until next time, take care and God bless.